We're in Strawberry Cottage Wood, one of Gwent Wildlife's smaller reserves, but nonetheless fascinating and a lovely place to come. Been volunteering for about 9 years here. This morning I've come back and for the first time seen the hedge that we laid last year, and it's looking fabulous, and we did that, and there's a great sense of achievement. Wow, that hedge is amazing. Although nature reserves typically maintain themselves, they are quite expensive. We did a survey a couple of years ago and realised that there's a kilometre of fence around just Strawberry Cottage Wood, which is a tiny wood that needs replacing. So the fence wire is cheap, but not by the kilometre. And this isn't something that volunteers can put in on slopes like this. So we do need funding even for little reserves like this. But it does mean that we can create wonderful natural passages around the wood like this hedge that we laid, I think it was only last year, which was just completely separated clumps of hazel, so nothing could move along the border of the wood. And we laid those clumps and we've now got a fabulous continuous line of hazel. So dormice that are up in that part of the wood can now get down to this side where there should be good habitat, but they've just not been able to travel to it. This is wonderful. This summer particularly, the Trust reserves have been among the few places that were open. We're in the Brecon Beacons National Park here, and pretty much everything else was closed: footpaths, car parks. When lockdown was at its strictest, we realised that it's actually 5.6 miles from home, so we weren't allowed to drive, but we walked, and that was a wonderful target to have, because having been in lockdown for 4 months, to actually plan a 12-mile walk just to come here and sit on the bench and have lunch was really very special. I think in a time where we've been much less able to get out, to meet people, to see anything different. Many of us have just seen our own four walls. Coming to a place like this, that it's the same wood, but every month you come there's something different, is fantastically valuable to, I suppose, tell you that the world, some parts of the world still are going on normally, which certainly I've struggled with. There's a Japanese concept called forest bathing, I think is how it's typically translated, which is just being in a space like this and opening up all your senses to it. And it's not mystical or anything, it just works. It's so different from anywhere else.